in the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
A pleasant good morning and welcome inside Adeline Arena in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. All right, let's try that one more time. Pleasant good morning and welcome inside Adeline Arena in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Another edition of Prep Academy Hockey on Fantasy Sports Network. As the RI St. M's take on CP Dynamo. Matt Tellis back to the broadcast booth with you this morning. We'll be here through the afternoon. A slate of 3 games on the day for this Saints program. We'll have this game here, and then 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock we'll have the 16s and the 18s against Connecticut Elite. Good Saturday for the Saints, looking to try to do it again here on Sunday as we are set and ready to go. The 12 of Cryer takes the face-off and we're underway. As that one's moved through the sideboards for Glantz. Jamie Glantz gets that one down around the corner. Brody Berard up top. Glantz got it before Berard. Glantz comes right through the center and a shot from Cryer, and that one is kicked aside. Saints on the board already here in shots on goal. We apologize for our clock error there. We'll get that sorted out. As we play here, coming approach the 15-minute mark, just about a minute in to the action. Saints put a couple of shots on the board already. And a whistle and a stoppage of play on icing. Face-off that can be won by the Saints. Bent pushes that one out as he looks across. Chance Adams, an opportunity. Adams had that one kicked away. Trying to go back in the center for Dylan Dean. Dean picks that one up. Dean has Adams and Bent. Bent fires, score! Will Bent puts the Saints on the board as Dylan Dean and Chance Adams will combine for assists. Ciardiello for Brock Potter. Potter has that one pushed up along the sideboards. He was trying to release Agafonov. Pinned in the corner and kicked out. They were looking to try to release Hernandez. Ciardiello for Hernandez. Hernandez will then push that one across, and that one right onto the stick of Ciardiello. Caleb Rumpf. Kinsler had no one in the corner. Hernandez was trying to go there. He got tied up. Hernandez behind flips that one out, and that one will get deflected up into the netting in a stoppage of play. And 46 of Bridges to the center circles. That one came right back, and Rumpf an opportunity as Sabarin won the faceoff right back to him. And they're going to send Sabarin back this time to the circle. Sabarin against Bridges again. And Sabarin wins that one. Spins around the backside boards for Callahan. Callahan comes out. Pulled shot from Berard on the opposite side. Will get taken away by CP Dynamo. Comes across for Olsen. Olsen had that one tipped off of Callahan's stick, and it ended up going wide of the net. Dallin McKinster in net tonight. Or we should say this morning. We're so used to calling hockey games at night. McKinster in net tonight for the Saints, as that one will be whistled for a stoppage of play. We're going to get a face-off right in the circle area to the right of McKinster. Olsen, an opportunity. That goes wide. Berard chases it to the corner. Berard bumped into the boards there for a moment and was able to still somehow come away with the puck and carry it up the zone. For the three of Tulloch. They continue to fight with it on the backside boards. And it still has continued to be fought along and then finally pulled out. And a shot attempt on the net by Catallo. Cryer chases that one into the corner. Came back to the blue line. Berard could not keep it in. He had to exit the zone, so too did the Saints. 12 and change left to go here in the first, and that one got in! A mishandle on the shot attempt, and Gavin Callahan snuck one in, and it's 2-0 Saints. For Dean. Dean fired that one in a save made. around the corner. And a whistle, a stoppage of play and a hard whistle, and we might have our first penalty of the game. We are going. It's going to be hooking. And it's going to be on CP Dynamo, so that's going to be a power play for the Saints. And they're all looking around trying to see who got the call. And they called 31, and the coaches were saying, we don't have a 31. It's the 33 of Leonard who goes in the box. Callahan has that tip off the back of his stick, goes all the way down. Crayer will pick it up as the Saints work on their first power play of the morning. Crayer holds for Sabarin. For Callahan. Back for Crayer. Sabarin dumped that one off. Back to Callahan again. Rump on the side. Callahan for Crayer up top. Crayer fires. That one deflected off of Rump, hit traffic, and will go all the way down. And a whistle and an icing for the stoppage of play. Hard shot from up top from Bent, and that one had to get deflected away. Back for Bent again, fired, kicked off of the goaltender's pads. Tiardiello, that one's going to get flicked up and come all the way down, and icing again will stop the play. 38 seconds remaining on the man advantage as we play here with 10 and change left to go in the first period. Bent for Glance. Back for Bent again. As Will Bent carries that one through the zone on his own. Bent fires that one just off of the edge of the blocker pad of the goaltender. And it gets deflected up into the netting. For Rumpf. Kinsler fires, and that one had to get snagged right in the bread basket. Penalty box is empty. We play 5 aside. Potter. Sabarin tries to take a stag at it. Finally does get it, but he's going to have to push it on the backside of the blue line. Mount recollects as Gannon pushes that one into the zone. Gannon down to the end boards, gets kicked around. Looping across the backside boards to try to come out of the zone defensively was Ryder Kinsler. For Brock Potter on the opposite side. Potter pushes across for Rump. Cole Sabarin sends that one through the center. He dumps it off as Mount goes for a line change. Mount may have just gotten caught out a little bit, and McKinster is able to make the save. A little bit of open space. As now CP Dynamo finally finding a bit of space and form and getting shots on net. And the 10 of Marine. This is not a power play situation. This is five-a-side. Dynamo has changed something that has put them right through space as they just peppered Dallin McKinster for 4 shots. Mount got caught out a little bit on the line change. They'll shake their heads at that one and recollect. Catallo, open ice space. Catallo drops on across, back again. And that one may have come off the tape of his stick a little loose. He did not control that one completely. For Wyatt Britton. Glance, Crayer from the opposite side, shot, score! They faked it. Crayer went to the corner, everybody drew, and Catallo instead from the opposite side board sticks it home, and it's 3-0 Saints. A great start to the morning for this Saints side. Marchione for CP Dynamo that drops off of his stick for Dean. Dean will rifle one. Save made, bent right in front, and it goes off of the sideboards. Nicoletta tried to chase it all the way down. Icing instead will be the call. I almost wanted to say Louis Catallo. That's his older brother who also plays on the Saints sides. Got 2 Catallos, got 2 Crayers, 2 Mertzes. It's a family affair in Mount. Hernandez for Bent. Bent will push that one around, was looking for Dean. Could not get it to him as it came all the way back in the blue line area for Nicoletta. Britton tried to push that back in, did not have any help. Line change for the Saints. Gannon in the corner for Dean as Dean rubs out the 37, or excuse me, it might have been the 27 of LaPlante. And a whistle, and looks like we're going to get a penalty on Mount. And they are going to call Dylan Dean 2 minutes for interference. Face-off won by CP Dynamo. Lineker. Moraine. Comes back at the top for Tulloch. And it clicks off of a stick in front. We'll say it was off the 20 of Berard as that one deflected up into the netting. Getting flattened right off of the face-off was a Mount player, and Rumpf the other way, and Sabarin on the backside didn't have an opportunity to turn that one. For Lineker, Marchione Good peel away from Sabrin right in front. And Callahan right there as well. Callahan was the player who got flattened on the sideboards after the last faceoff. Tulloch. McKinster somehow saw that through all the traffic, was able to knock it down, gets it onto the stick of Rump. Rump sends that one across off of the backside boards. They'll go for a line change. Mount trying to kill penalty time. 1 minute left in the advantage, 5:40 left to go here in the period. Tulloch, as he spins off Crayer, fires one, and McKinster will just make the save. Right off of the faceoff again, and McKinster has to make another quick save as Leonard had an opportunity. 40 seconds remaining in the man advantage. First penalty of the night on the Saints. First penalty of the morning. Again, my apologies on that one. So used to calling games at night. It's almost force of habit for hockey commentators to just say night. Tulloch. Rain. Back for Tulloch again. Fired one. McKinster saw that through traffic, and then a whip around attempt goes past McKinster. Arm goes up. There's going to be a penalty called. It's going to be against the Saints. This one's going to expire in 5 seconds, but they're going to go back on the power play. Dean is out of the box, and a delayed penalty on the Saints. And it will get tapped now in the center by Kinsler. And Kinsler is going to go to the box for 2 for tripping. So just as the Saints came off of the power play, they're going to go right back onto the power play, or the penalty kill, excuse me, as that one is called on Kinsler. For Dylan Dean. Dean for Bent. Bent right in front looking for a shorty. Couldn't get that one to go. Bent. And a scrum in the corner with 2 CP Dynamo players. They continue to try to kick at it. Continuing again. Finally, it gets pulled out of the zone. As Tulloch will send that one all the way down for Dynamo. Chasing it on the opposite side is Leonard. Leonard will get to it on the backside boards. Comes right around, and they were looking to try to get to the 31. Or is it the 34 of Didio? For Lineker. Hard shot fired, saved by McKinster. CP Dynamo has really interesting, almost like stencil cut jersey numbers. In close proximity, you can see them very easily. In far proximity, they are very hard to see. For Tulloch. And a high stick called. And it will go all the way down and be a face-off offensively for the Saints. Won by Dynamo. 30 seconds left to go in the man advantage. icing called. Moraine at the blue line pushes that one into the corner. Sent across. McKinster may have gotten a piece of it to deflect it away. For Glantz. Jamie Glantz will bring that one back up across the blue line himself. Glantz fired one high over top of the crossbar and hits the backside glass. Catallo, who has one of the 3 goals. Sabarin, an opportunity right in front. Again, Catallo, as the 2 gentlemen on that front line are combining to pepper the net of CP Dynamo. Callahan pushes that into the corner. Berard, as he keeps it in the zone, back for Gannon once again. It will get kicked all the way out of the zone through neutral ice. Berard chases it all the way back. Rink wide pass for Romp. Romp trying to spin one. Romp going from an absolutely ridiculous angle. And that one is wide. That's what we call the Sidney Crosby angle. You're literally behind the goal line trying to flick it across. Berard. For Gannon in the corner. Comes all the way back out. Here's a one-on-one opportunity and a shot and a score. They're going to give Lineker the goal. And it's a 2-goal lead now at 3-1. Quickly down and a save made. I'll bring a face-off to the left side of the Dynamo net. Ciardiello. Hernandez. Hernandez peels it out of the corner. Hernandez trying to fire one, and there was an open net on the back side for Agapanov. Potter fires one, and it is snared in between the leg pads. Last 50 seconds to go here of the first period, and another whistle, and this one is going to be a face-off at center on the offside. Bent to the center circle. Adams for Nicoletta, for Dylan Dean, and it goes off of him down in the corner for Will Bent. Adams is going to chase it as well. They're trying to come back out to Dean at center. It gets picked away. Chased by Leonard here. 30 seconds left to go in the period. Cycled around by Leonard. Good defensive play by Britton. Came right back out in front. Can be pushed away. Back to the blue line as Dean tries to work it along the sideboards. Lost a handle on it. Came back out for Bent. Bent for Dean. And he actually just took that one himself and fired that one on. And a whistle, a stoppage of play, and that is Peter Nicoletta on the ice. And they're going to have a discussion on this one. Leonard's in the box. The question is going to be, how long will he be in the box for? Is it 2, is it 5, or is there going to be more to it? There's 0.8 of a second showing on the clock. So it is 2 minutes and a 10-minute misconduct for contact to the head. And they'll put Ovett in the box to serve the 2. And this will be a puck drop and a buzzer immediately after. That is the puck drop and the buzzer to go with it. 3-1. After 1, they will take the quick break before the second period of play. We're going to pause for a moment ourselves. You're watching RI St. M's Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound.
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field, end zone!
3-1 after 1. As we welcome you back inside legendary Adelaide Arena here in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. All right, St. M's against CP Dynamo, game 1 of 3 that will play on the day. As Dean takes that one in. Saints are working on the power play to start the second. After a contact to the head penalty called with just 0.8 of a second left in the period. Dropped across for Dean, back for Bent. Hard shot from Glantz. Pinned in the corner, Glantz was able to get it out. As that one's moved along from Bent for Dean through traffic, lifting up his leg was Chance Adams to let it go through. And it gets kicked aside. Dean. Bent for Dean again, opposite angle shot attempt that came in the middle from Adams, and it's kicked aside. Winding, firing one, hitting the post was Bent, and then from the off angle corner of the sideboards was Dean. Back for Dean again, for Adams to Dean. Holds that one as he looks for Bent. Bent fires from the top, and again another save. Ciardiello in the line of traffic there. Adams moves out of the way, and that one gets snagged. 25 seconds remaining in the advantage. As we play here early on in the second period of action, thank you so much for tuning in on Fans Only Sports Network. All right, St. M's Hockey on Fans Only Sports is brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee-owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information. And by Hamden Sports Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. Up top for Nicoletta. Nicoletta fires one in. That may have hit traffic, may have not even gotten all the way through. Hernandez. Hernandez tried to flick one up top, and it was a little bit too high. He was going for the top shelf where the water bottle lives. Gannon. Hernandez. Hernandez just got shoved down. Arm goes up for the referee right away, and we're going to get a penalty. And there is arms up from both referees. We'll see if this is two different calls or the same call. It's just going to be the one call. They both saw the same thing. And the 27 of Plant in the box for 2 minutes for roughings. So that puts the Saints back onto the power play again. Krayer. Sabarin. Back to Krayer. Shot attempt that's kicked aside. Sabarin again from the corner to Krayer. Sabarin fired one, and that one is saved. Face-off won by Bridges for CP Dynamo. Chase to the corner, held there for a moment by Callahan, and then it comes all the way down. Krayer up top. Sabarin in the corner, back to Krayer. Off of the sideboards, and it will just track all the way down on its edge. Does not get far enough for icing. Krayer chases it all the way back. Leaves it for Callahan. Callahan will carry it up through the neutral zone. Callahan got bumped into and dispossessed. Caleb Rumpf, coming off the bench, was able to pick it up. Good move there by Didio for Callahan as he gets around the 34 of Didio. Krayer looking for space, was trying to go through to Caleb Rumpf, couldn't get there. Sabarin pushes that one into the corner for Callahan. Actually goes around for Caleb Rumpf, stepped over for it in the corner. Now to Callahan, to Krayer. Krayer fired one, kicked aside. Sabarin and a hard shot up top. Back for Krayer. Krayer winds, fires, score! A power play goal for the Saints. And they're going to give the assist to Gavin Callahan. So Matt Krayer gets the goal. Callahan the assist. 4-1 lead for the Saints. Comfortably in the driver's seat as they play here through the mid-stage of this second period, as McKinster has to make a save. Dallin McKinster from down south in Texas. Certainly as a hockey player is no stranger to cold environments. So as the weather turns here in the Ocean State to wintertime, it'll just start to feel outside like it does inside of Adelard Arena. So a balanced feel for players. As a backhanded attempt and a turn from Hernandez, and Christian Hernandez has just made this a 5-1 game. They're going to give an assist to Nikita Agafonov. So Hernandez will get the goal, Agafonov the assist. And slowly this game's starting to get away from CP Dynamo. Nicoletta. Crayer for Catallo at center. Off the sideboards, Nicoletta for Crayer again. Cycling the puck through. Crayer right in front. Crayer backhanded opportunity. Kicked away. And that one gets through for a goal. Again, another one that just gets thrown on net and somehow ends up in the back of the net as Jamie Glantz has added himself to the score sheet. It's a 6-pack of goals for the Saints. We have not reached the halfway point of this game yet. Arm is up from the official, delayed offside, or a penalty to come. It is tapped now by CP Dynamo, and we're going to get a penalty for slashing. So the 52 of Haskis will head to the box. 2 minutes for slashing. Saints on the power play again. Not sure it's necessarily needed as they lead this game by 5 at 6-1, but they'll, of course, take it. An opportunity to stretch the stat line if they can. This one will come all the way down for icing and a stoppage of play. 1:40 left to go on the advantage. Today's game on Fansley Sports Network brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hamden Sports Center, Connecticut's hockey pro shop. Game 1 of 3 on the day. As that one gets sent by Dean right on top of the pads. From up top as Bent fired one. Back for Bent again as he sends it down in the corner for Dean. Mount just cycling the puck. Streaking through, and that one was a backhanded attempt that went off the edge of the stick of Agafonov. Sorry, Glantz. Agafonov. Back for Glantz again. Bent fires one, and it will be collected for a save. Glantz and Agafonov just crashed the net and had multiple opportunities. Could not stick one past. 50 seconds left to go in the man advantage. As we play here with 8 and change in the period. Crayer. Sabarin. Right up along the side of the goaltender, blocked away. Came back for Crayer. In the corner for Sabarin again. Rump. Spins it up for Callahan. That one went high and wide. Deflecting off of the glass on the Zamboni doors. A little bit more give in that area than you do on some of the other parts of the boards. And as that one gets through again, collected for a save is Catallo, who has 1 goal right on the doorstep. Berard. Agafonov had that deflect off of his body. Came back in the corner for Ciardello. Ciardello. Agafonov. Back for Ciardello. Agafonov shot, score! And this game now has officially gotten away as it's 7-1 at the half-minute mark of the game. Saints will take it. Offside. Face off from Bent for Dean. Dean lost a handle on it, gets cycled around by Dynamo on the backside. Chance Adams. As Adams pokes at it along the side boards, Dean also fighting for it and whistling it off sides the other way. Tulloch. Olsen. Nicoletta gets pushed into the boards right in front of the CP Dynamo bench for Tulloch again. Olsen trying to look across for Lineker. Crayer got in the way of that one. McKinster stretching all over the place, able to make a save. Lineker has the lone goal for Dynamo. Whistle, stoppage of play, arm up from the official. And 2 minutes for roughing called. The referee's having a discussion about this one as well. They're just going to call the roughing call, so it's going to be the 2-minute minor. So 7 left to go here in the second. A 7-1 game, and the Saints back on the power play again. Berard. That one is saved. Berard. Nicoletta winds, fires. That one may have almost snuck past the goaltender. And fisticuffs after the play. I was trying to poke that one. It was Joe Gannon. So Gannon's going to go in the box, 2 minutes for slashing. And they send Bridges to the box, 2 minutes for roughing. Coincidental minors. And we'll continue on. 1:39 left remaining in the advantage. 6 and change to go there in the period. Oh, 5-on-4. Lineker. Britton came all the way back and blocked that one away. Agafonov. Drops for Nicoletta. Nicoletta continues through. Loops off of Hernandez. Brings it around. Now for Christian Hernandez. Comes back up top. Poke checked away, and Berard will chase this one back. Nicoletta. 1 left to go in the advantage. 6 left to go in the period. As Berard holds behind his net. Exiting out with Britton. Ciardiello. Britton. Fired one, and that one went high and wide. This one will bounce all the way down. Icing will get called. Losing an edge and going down. Was Didio. Ciardiello. Back in front for Adams. For Bent. Winding, firing one. And a save made as the opportunity came off of the stick of Glance. Haskis. Potter dispossesses him. Got across for Lineker, and then he's dispossessed. Carried back through Sabourin all the way down into the corner. Potter for Sabourin. Again to Potter. Kinsler got run into. Comes back again, and an opportunity for Hernandez. Callum Romp gets his legs cut out from underneath him in the corner. No call from the referees. Hernandez has it as he tries to loop around the back side. Puck sat up in front of the goaltender, and now the arm is up. Icing is called. And we'll get a face-off down to the right-hand side. There is a lot of dirt on the ice right now, and it's certainly slowing the puck down. Dirty ice is a hockey player's worst enemy. And in 3:56 from now, we'll get the intermission and a resurfacing of the ice as Callahan fires one that gets saved. And players losing edges and going down. A little bit part and parcel to the surface of the ice. Berard keeps that one in as it came right through and off the stick of Glance. Cycled around the backside boards. Dynamo trying to exit the zone. They could not. Kept in. Cazzalo from the angle. Another save made after another shot. This time from Cryer. Saints have added 4 unanswered goals in this period. 3-1 after 1 to 7-1. With 3 left to go here in the second. Hard shot fired from Britton up top. As that one got sticked away. Nicoletta at the blue line. Nicoletta sends that one down in the corner around the backside boards. Hernandez takes a whack at it, continues along the backboards. Trying to spin free. They finally do get it to the blue line for Nicoletta, kept in the zone. Giardiello for Dean. Dean just pinned along the sideboards. Nicoletta now with Dean again. Dean fires one. And Dean got whacked while he did. Lost his glove in the process. Now we're going to go whistle and a stoppage of play. Leonard goes back in the box. And Dean is going to go off of the bench and down the tunnelway with the trainer directly behind him after taking a very hard hit. Two-minute penalty with 2 minutes left to go here in the second. Cazzalo winds, fires. That one went just high. Cryer fires, and it's snagged as a collision right in front of the net took Cazzalo out of the play.
Dynamo penalty number 33, Leonard. Minor penalty for bucket. Under penalty 13:54 of the second period. Leonard bucket.
Cryer, Sabarin. Callahan hit the post. For Rumpf. Cryer. Cryer. Again for Sabarin. opposite angle, and it gets flicked up into the netting. Face-off won by Hernandez. Nicoletta. Hernandez tried to spin that one back for Berard. Goes off of his stick and all the way down. No icing called. Died before the line even anyway. Inside of the last minute to go here in the second period. It's been all Saints. They've added 4 to the tally in a 7-1 lead. Gannon. A roughly 3-second differential between the game clock and the penalty clock is going to release this one just before the end of the period. Nicoletta drops for Britain. Berard. Saints are just pushing the puck around. Berard. Britain. Takes a stab at it. Gannon had it. This one will get pushed along the sideboards. Penalties expired. Back to 5-a-side hockey. And the period will come to an end. It continues to be all Saints. Will it do so in the final 16? 7-1 after 2. They'll resurface the ice. We'll resurface ourselves. You're watching Fans Only Sports Network.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Justin fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Justin fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Justin fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Justin fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
As we welcome you back and get set for period 3 action. (7-1). Saints have done just about everything right today. Cryer wins the faceoff. Penalty boxes are empty. We play 5 aside to start this third. A hard shot comes from the corner from the aforementioned 17 of Jamie Glantz many times during this game. Plenty of shots from Glantz. Haven't seen a goal from him yet. Cryer and Catalo, who are on the ice currently, do have goals. Callahan has assists. As Callahan fires one, and that one went off the edge of Cryer, hit the goaltender, and pushed back again. The Saints dominating on the scoreboard, dominating in the shots on goal category. Cryer cycles, holds. Cryer just carried that one in, and Cryer ran in to Sherman, and Sherman is down. as the CP Dynamo training staff comes out to have a chat. And it looks like he just got his bell rung. Awkward things that can happen in a hockey game. Face off won by CP Dynamo as they try to get that one out of the zone. Olsen tried to poke it through, got to the neutral zone. Agafonov for Callahan. Hernandez for Ciardello. Ciardello has that one go behind him. Agafonov in the corner, pushes it through, was looking to try to horseshoe it around for Callahan on the other side. Will come all the way down. Icing will be the call. And a face-off that immediately brought right back to the circle. Britton. As he pushes that one through. Penalty coming up. It's going to be against the Saints as they whistle and stoppage of play. And Caleb Rumpf may be the guilty party here. He is. 2 minutes for interference. So Rumpf gets called 2 minutes for interference. Mount trying to have to kill off a penalty here with 14 left to go. Moraine. Tulloch. That one went into traffic. Comes back for Moraine at the corner. Traffic again. Doesn't even get through to McKinster. Adams came away with it. Taken down. No call from the officials. Marchione running to the boards by Kinsler. Back for Moraine again at the blue line. Tulloch and an opportunity that snuck away as it went across the mouth of the goal, open space. Tulloch from distance, and that one goes wide. Moraine sends one in. Will get deflected off of the glass. Goes all the way down for an icing and stoppage of play. A clearing play from Ryder Kinsler. All right, Saints Hockey on Fans Sports Network, brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hamden Sports Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. Christian Hernandez. Very high floating attempt that hit the glass on the back side. Tulloch overlaps Moraine and Lindecker. Tulloch then sends that one in on McKinster. Save made by McKinster. Will get kicked all the way down. Icing will get called again. Stops play. 17 seconds remaining in the advantage. 12 and a half left to go here in the period. Game 2 of our day to come at 11 o'clock. Creates a pair of games for 11 and 1 o'clock between the RA St. M's and Elite Hockey Academy. 16Us and 18Us in action. Penalty is expired, and so the boxes are empty, and we're back to five-a-side hockey. Moraine for Lineker. That one came all the way around the backside boards. Callahan. Callahan spinning. Back for Moraine at the blue line. Couldn't keep a hold of it. Hernandez bumps Moraine and pushes him back further defensively. Perard sends that one across the ice for Rumpf. Tulloch. LaPlante. Bridges now will have to go toe-to-toe with Rumpf on the sideboard. Sabarin in the middle almost had an opportunity. Comes back for Berard again. Boldrin will get thrown into the boards hard by Gannon. For Sabarin. Gannon. Arm up from the officials and getting leveled. Caleb Rumpf just absolutely went hard. And they're going to call both. So Sabarin's going to go into the box for the hook. Rumpf's going to go for the interference. And they're saying Rumpf is out. Timeout called by CP Dynamo. We'll take the timeout as well. You're watching RI St. M's Hockey on Panzoli Sports Network.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
So 4 minutes of penalty time on the box, though they run at the same time, so it's just 2 minutes, but it's 5-on-3 for CP Dynamo after Sabarin gets put into the box. 2 minutes for hooking, and then Rumpf in the box, 2 minutes for interference. Moraine. Tulloch. Tulloch fires one that hit traffic in the body of Chance Adams. Adams gets it. Adams in the middle of 3 orange and black jerseys, and he'll take it into the neutral zone, and then they have to pull back. Lineker is on sides. He was across the blue line as Marchand got it to Lineker. That's going to go all the way down, and icing will be the call. Whistle and a false start on the faceoff. Minute left to go on the advantages. 9 and change left to go here in a period on a game that's been amply decided since middle of the second. It's 7-1 now for the Saints, and if CP Dynamo is going to try to even come back in this game, the ladder is getting harder and harder to climb as the clock begins to tick away. Moraine, a hard shot. That one went up over top. Bridges drops one pass, and Moraine, Tulloch off of the side of McKinster. Stick taps signify the end of penalties, 2 of them to come in 2 and 1 as both Savarin and Rump out of the box. And a huge hit on the backside boards occurs. Penalty box is empty. 5-a-side hockey. Carrying it through the zone. Crayer for Savarin. Shot attempt that gets kicked aside. And it deflected off of the boards as Crayer was standing right there. And will be held by Sherman. And we'll get a stoppage of play. 8.5 to go. Another spinning attempt. It's time from Gannon. Face off won by CP Dynamo. Obit. We're back in front. Savarin scores! Cole Savarin will get a goal to make it 8-1. They'll give Gannon and Rump the assists. And if you didn't think this game was over, this game is over. Mount's going to go on to pick up another victory on what has been just an absolutely stellar season. Off of the edge of McKinster's glove. Midway through the third period, Mount adds another goal to the tally. Berard fires, shot, score! Berard sends one in, and streaking across the mouth of the goal was the 17 of Jamie Glantz. It'll be a goal for Glantz, an assist for Brody Berard. And it's 9-1. At a point, you almost wonder, does Mount just come off of the gas pedal and just cycle the puck around for the sake of running the clock off? Hernandez. Nicoletta. Hernandez. Kinster kicks that one away. Hernandez. Again for Christian Hernandez. Sends that one across, and Caleb Rumpf trying to stick it through the back door. Hard shot again from Samarin. Samarin, Gannon. And that one gets flicked up over top. 6 left to go in the period. 3 in the first. 4 in the second. 2 here in the third. Samarin. Rumpf. Poke checked and a whistle and a penalty. High sticking is the call. With contact, so to the box goes Bridges. 2 minutes for high sticking. And it's going to be a Mount power play with 5.5. Bent. Fires one, hits the blocker pad, came right back for Potter. Potter for Bent. Glance. Back for Bent. Fired that one from distance up high. Potter. Glance. Bent in the corner this time. Bent tried to stick that one on the back doorstep, couldn't get it to go. 5 left to go in the period. 1:24 left to go in the advantage. Bent. Cross for Potter. Potter wheels it into the corner. Will peel back. Got it deflected as he was trying to pass for Will Bent. That's the one's going to come all the way down. And icing will be called. Ovik came in to take the face off after they threw out the player. Britton fired one, and that one got left sitting on top. Icing again. Hernandez was looking to spin back for Nicoletta, got caught up in traffic in the corner. Needs a little bit of help. And they finally hack it out. Berard on the opposite side. Now with Hernandez up top. Spinning for Nicoletta, and he had the shot lined up, and the puck stayed. And he cycles back with that one. Peter Nicoletta will just shake his head at that and carry on. 5 seconds remaining in the advantage. It will expire in 2-1. We are back to 5-a-side hockey. Whistle, stoppage of play, penalty, hooking to come as Hernandez, while he was trying to shoot, had his stick thrown up, and And now they're going to get 2 penalties out of this one. So a 2-minute minor for unsportsmanlike conduct given to the 34 of Didio. So 5-on-3 for the next 2 minutes with only 3 and change left to play. Hot shot score, Crayer. It's 10-1. Took 11 seconds of power play time. They're still on the power play, 5-on-4 now for 1:45. Bent carries that one through the neutral zone. Will just carry it himself all the way around the backside of the cage. Potter. Tardiello. Crayer's second of the game. Saberin's going to get another assist to add on to the goal that he has as well, too. Potter. Adams. Glance. Right at the point for Bent. Glance and Bent playing pass back. Adams gets in the mix. Bent had an alleyway. Pulls back. Olsen carries this one down for CP Dynamo. Fires one, saved by McKinster. 33 seconds remaining in the advantage. 1 and change left to go here in the period. Bent from the blue line. Ryder Kinsler was calling for it. Bent just carries it in and the save's made. Penalty expired. Clock is going to run to the conclusion of this game with a 10-1 lead. Boldrev. Our clock is a little bit behind the stadium clock as we caught on late to the running clock. Boldrev. Haskus. Carried through the neutral zone by Agapana for Gannon offside. Three in the first, 4 in the second, 7-1 at the intermission. They stretch it to 10 and will close off the weekend with a pair of victories. Final 5 seconds as Gannon pokes, checks it, one right in front. Hernandez has it on the backside boards. Horn will sound, that'll do it. Saints pluck together another victory. It's 10-1 over CP Dynamo. We thank you so much for tuning in to this presentation of RA St. M's Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network. We'll see you in about 20 minutes as the 16 and 18 U teams get into action against Elite Hockey Academy.